Hey guys, Paper Yoshi here with something interesting this time. We're going to be taking a look at Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Gathering Storm. I actually really enjoy this interesting strategy game taking place with history's greatest leaders. If you haven't seen this game, well, you're going to see it here in a bit, so why not? Let's jump in. And we're back. You'll see, once it's done loading, that this is an interesting game. I've chosen to do the Immortal Difficulty, which is harder difficulty.
The first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Mansa Musa, great king of Mali, you are blessed with wealth beyond comprehension, yet you remain uncorrupted. Raise your eyes from the marketplace to the heavens, and satisfy your heart's great yearning for peace. Protect the prosperity of your people, and history will write your name in golden letters.
Alright, as you just heard Sean Beaton say, I have chosen the Mali, and our leader is Mansa Musa. If you haven't seen this game, you basically have to win a science victory, a culture victory, a religious victory, a domination victory, and new to this DLC, Gathering Storm, a diplomatic victory. You have to choose which victory you're going for. Sometimes you may find out that you'll choose later in the game. But interesting enough that I have chosen Mansa Musa. His unique ability is international trade routes. Gain +1 gold for every flat desert tile in the origin city. Receive +1 trade capacity every time you start in a golden age. That's the Mali's ability, I'm pretty sure. Songs of the Jedi. City centers gain +1 faith and +1 food for every adjacent desert and desert hill tiles. Mines receive -1 production and +4 gold. Commercial hub district buildings. May purchase commercial hub and district buildings with faith, -30% production towards constructing buildings or training units. He is very unique at how he plays the game. He is all about buying everything. A really interesting way to be playing the game. Alright, let's see. The Granary River. I'm pretty sure if I'm pronouncing these things wrong, I am so sorry, but I am like the worst pronouncer ever. So we're gonna have our warrior here and look around. That is a lot of desert. And honestly, I would not be ashamed for moving there. Because moving here would be great, because I would get my bonuses for the Mali. Apparently, I have found a continent. Alright, we found 2 continents, so I think that's a boost to... Yep, it's an inspiration for foreign trade. Alright, there's probably a lot of things on screen right now that you've probably, if you've never played the game, probably are like, what? But we're just going to hit next turn for right now. It is a turn-based strategy game, if you could believe it. I think this would be a good spot to settle our city. We'll get the copper, we'll get the jade, we'll get the incest, so I think we're good. Let's found the city, our capital. And each civilization gets their own unique soundtrack, so, alright. If you have not played this game before, this is how it works. You build a city, and then you have food, and, well, in this game, production. It used to be hammers, but, well, production. As you can see, the more food you get, the more your population grows, and the more they can work more tiles. See, my one population is working this forest over here. So if we were to get more population, we can work this jade, and then work more forests and stuff. So, more population is a good thing. Now, production determines our ability to make things. Each city has the ability to make something. So, like, we're going to be making this builder here. This is a warrior, so we're just going to be moving our little warrior over here to go and check on everything. And look at that, we found a city-state. City-states are not civilizations. There are many different civilizations that you can meet and talk to, but city-states are standalone cities. They'll only have one little city to them, and you can use envoys to convince them to gain stuff like bonuses like +2 science in my capital. That's pretty good. You could defeat them and take their city, but I like their bonus for right now. We got... This is also something interesting to note. We have our technologies. We have to search different technologies, and it will take a certain amount of turns to commence, like 4 turns for pottery, 4 turns for animal husbandry, and everything. What should we research, actually? I guess we'll research mining, because of the jade near us. Like right over here, jade requires mining to, so we'll need to research mining to harvest this jade, or, well, more so, I'll work this jade to gain more bonuses on this tile, like more food. I forget what actually it does, but it's interesting. Cities also, you always want to settle next to water because it gives more housing to your city. The more housing you have, obviously, the more people are going to want to live in there. But if housing starts to get filled, the slower people want to start going in your city. I'm just going to use my warrior to go and look around. My warrior here is my unit. It's like an attacking unit. It's got its own strength and its own health. It can attack other units and do damage to it, but it also has its own movement. There's many different units in the game, and the game always gives you a warrior and a settler to start out with. Settlers let you found cities, and warriors can attack and also look around. We also have the fog of war blocking our seeing, so we're just going to have to go and explore through this fog of war to see what we can find. So far, we're kind of like by ourselves on this small little island. I also chose a shuffle map.
When you find yourself in a hole, quit digging.
And then every time you research something, Sean Bean will say a little quote from someone, usually randomly. Oh, we found another city-state, Mexico City. Still haven't found anyone yet, but we did just research mining. So we could just start researching on, I guess researching pottery wouldn't hurt. Take us 3 turns. Alright, as the Mali here are unique, we get a unique district, the Seguba. It replaces the commercial hub, and it makes us districts are 20% cheaper to purchase with gold and faith in this city, and +2 gold for each adjacent holy site, +2 gold bonus from a tile consisting of a river edge, +1 gold bonus for every 2 adjacent district tiles. So the Seguba is really nice. We also wanted the flat desert tiles because it will help us with trade. So that's great. Alright, we're going to hit next turn. And after a little while, I might be just skipping through some turns that aren't really interesting, but for right now, I'm just like explaining the game. You also generate science per turn, culture per turn, faith per turn, and gold per turn, along with your food and production per city. We also found another city-state. He boosted political philosophy. You can boost different sciences and civics through doing certain things, like find a natural wonder. If you find a natural wonder, you'll boost astrology. Seems easy enough, right? Yeah. But we have our little... We're trying to make a building.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it, as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
Alright, we just finished pottery. I believe. Yep, the Great Bath is a unique wonder. Only one civilization in the entire game. So we can see we got quite a lot more civilizations in the game. Only one civilization can build the Great Bath. We can open the Civilopedia here and see what it is. Civilopedia is basically search anything you don't know anything about. I may actually do it myself sometimes because I'm not a master at this game. But like the floodplains tiles along the river containing Great Baths are now immune to flood damage, so it will prevent us from flood damage unique to Gathering Storm. Gathering Storm does have disasters like flooding and everything, so maybe you'll see that here in a bit. I do have Disaster turned up to 4, so which is the max it can be, so we can check our weather and see river flooding, 43% chance, and storms, 27% chance. See, we can always check to see when it is. Right now there's a blizzard someplace that we don't know about, but that's alright. We're not in the snow, so we're not going to be infected by the blizzard, so what else could we research? I think we can research animal husbandry. Why not? Whoops, my mouse here. I said animal husbandry. Alright, that was weird. But we can always check on our units and they move just like that. I've also set the game speed to quick because I don't want to be sitting here playing through a really long game on the internet, so you know. You can always change your game speed, which will speed up how production works and everything. So, like, it'll take you quicker to produce units, quicker to research everything. It's really interesting. Yeah, that's how game speed works. There's like online, which doubles it.
Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals. It is not wisdom, but authority that makes a law.
Alright, but as I was saying, like, yeah, you can do quick, which increases it by 33% faster, and online will double the speed of the game. So if you're new to the game, you might want to like check out some of the quicker game speeds so you can actually like finish a game. This is our government. We get to choose like stuff like 5% combat strength when fighting against barbarians. We haven't seen them yet, so I think we might want to equip that just in case if we do see them. We can do God King, gives us more gold and more faith, but I think we're going to take urban planning, 1 production in all cities. That can be really good early game, because, well, everything just helps it. Look, we're down to 1 turn on our builder, which is really great. We can choose a new science. What do we want? Let's see. We have mining. I guess we can start working on writing. We could beat another, if we meet another civilization, we can boost it. But I don't think we are going to meet one soon. Now this is our Civics Tree. This is a completely different tree from our science. And since we are the Mali, I think we might want to do something about getting trade out really fast. So that would be good. We can also choose our Pantheon. Because we've gotten so much faith, we can choose our Pantheon. Now, let's see. These are all different bonuses for everything. Let me see. Border expansion. Like, these all determine, you can choose one based off your play style or not. Like, depending on which, like, civilization you're playing or what victory type you're going for. +1 production over mines of your strategic resources. Maybe. Let's see. +1 production to from marsh, oases, and desert floodplains. Do we have any desert floodplains? That is not a desert floodplain. No, so that one would not be good. That's a floodplain. Marsh, I meant. I mean, that could be good. You know what? Let's take it. The first prophet has a flash of insight beneath a starry sky and bows in thanksgiving to the unseen gods. Probably just misread that by mistake. We've also boosted progress towards mysticism. Ooh. Yep, so now we get like bonus production to marsh tiles once they're in our city. This is an oasis, right? No. Lake. I always forget what counts as an oasis in this game, but I think we're just gonna hit next turn. Oh, found ourselves a barbarian. Barbarian scout. Must means the barbarian camp is up here someplace. Over here, maybe. We don't know where it is right now. Alright, see our builder? We can use builders to increase tiles. Since we're the Male, we do not get boosts to mines like everyone else. Instead, we get +4 gold instead of +1 production. So we'll be gaining money. This is a unique Civ as we are terrible at making things. Our production is decreased on making things. So literally we're like the worst at making things. Instead, we want to buy things with our money. We're king of the trade as Mansa Musa. We just got our boost towards wheel. It shaves all boosts and boost always decrease the time needed to research it, so it's always great to have boosts. So building a mine is really nice because we can start earning money and using our ability to buy everything instead of wasting time on making productions on it. I think we should start working on a settler because we need to start founding more cities. Because a barbarian scout, we can actually attack it. Here we go, we're going to attack. I do have battle animations turned on because, well, I'm not no speedrunner. I like to look at the nice things. I mean, probably most people turn off battle animations in Pokemon after a while, but I don't care. I like to see these things, okay? Kind of makes the game just dull to me, personally. So, sorry. Oh, there's the barbarian encampment. Ah, look. We're gonna get our city-state to help us out here. Panlagula? I'm terrible at names. Let me try and pronounce that. Palnagu. Palnku. I'm just gonna butcher it, so I'm just gonna stop. I couldn't even say butcher right. Uh-oh. I think they're dead. Nice. They stopped the encampment. Sadly, we didn't get the bonus.
All you have to do is cross out the wrong words.
Ah, yes, writing. Our civilization finally knows writing, so we're gonna use our builders here to build a mine. Look at that, 6 gold per turn. That is insane if you haven't played Civ. So basically this is the early game. As you can see, we have our different victories here. Science. Basically be the first one to establish a Mars colony and do other sciencey stuff. Culture. Basically, culture is gain all the tourism in the world. That's how you win culture victory. Domination. Basically just take everyone's cities. Kill them. Fight. Religion. Convert the whole world with your religion. And a diplomacy victory, all you gotta do is just be nice. We'll explain the diplomacy victory here in a bit. Maybe later. It all depends on when it's gonna show up. We'll talk about that a bit later. But let's see, what are we gonna research? Maybe we should start working on currency because, well, we can start working on our unique district, the Suguba. So honestly, I think we're gonna just start researching currency. Plus, if we get a trade route out here with foreign trade, we can get a boost to currency, which will speed up the time. Let's see, what else could we improve? Could improve these horses. You know what? Let's purchase a tile. You can always purchase a tile or let it work out on its own. But instead, I'm going to purchase it since we have a decent bit of money. Got 64 gold. We're going to build a pasture here so we can start working the horses. Your knowledge of horseback riding has increased significantly. That's pretty good. Well, I'm going to bring him over here to start looking in the desert. Let's see. Next turn.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
It's nice. We got foreign trade. Plus 2 gold. Plus 100% production towards ancient and classical naval units. Nah. Uh-oh. Mouse? What are you doing? Probably need to change the batteries in my mouse. Yeah, so our builder, alright, builders only get 3 charges, unless under unique circumstances, unless you're playing as civilizations that give them more charges, or building wonders, which provide a unique boost, but as I said, only 1 civilization per game can make them. Alright, now that we've got foreign trade, I think we're going to start working with craftsmanship, since we have it boosted. Alright, we got our little warrior here. He's going to come down here and start scanning the desert. We got our settler working. We could... How much would it cost to buy a trader? 120 gold. And we're making 15 per turn. We'll get it here in a few turns, and then we can start a trade route with like one of the city-states. You can always see a quest that the city-states give you to get more envoys with them. Come on. Trigger a unique Rika for sailing. Okay. Recruit a great rider. And train a spearman. Okay, my mouse is acting really weird. I don't know why. Only when I get into that corner. Oh. Tribal village. Those are like small little boosts. Oh, someone completed the great bath that we do not know about. Let's grab this little goody hood and see what it gives us. An envoy. Ooh. Envoys, as I said, can be sent to win over city-states. Wonders, buildings, and districts. More science. More science. I think we should start working on our neighbor right there. Okay. We also get error score. Uh-oh. An unnamed city-state has been defeated by another civilization. And look, we get another goody hut. Tribal villages, but I like calling them goody huts. Alright, this is where problems start coming in. We need more housing. Our people are growing too fast for how many houses we have. We can do stuff to allow them to get more housing. We'll see here in a bit, once our settler's done. Uh-oh, here's our first natural disaster. A sandstorm. It fertilizes tiles, but far off from the people see approaching wind of divine sand and scatter to seek safety before the scouring wind. Scoring wind. God, I cannot speak. But it's a natural disaster. But, as you can see, we can't really see it anymore. It's covered by the fog of war. Grab this goody hut. Oh! We got a new city-state down there, La Venta. Neat. And our settler's complete. Let's see, we could find a city down here. Probably right there would be good, actually. That would not be bad, because it would give us access to fresh water instead of salt water, which will give us 1 housing. Fresh water will give us plus 3 housing. But we could settle here to get the boost for whatchamacallit, sailing. If we settle a city on the coast, we get a boost to sailing. But yep, coast. So I think we might want to settle on the coast here. We'll start sending our settler down there. I don't want to get him caught by the sandstorm, but see, look. Sandstorm gives production and food. Because Because desert tiles are like the worst, because you can never work them. We've got nothing. Oh, got a barbarian encampment down here. I think we're going to purchase our trader. And we're going to start work on a granary, which gives us 2 housing, which we can really use because our housing is getting full, so it's preventing our people from growing.
Skill without imagination is craftsmanship, and gives us many useful objects, such as wickerwork picnic baskets.
There we go. Alright, we can go and take out this barbarian encampment here. Boom! Just look at that. And we get access towards military tradition. Alright, so, let's see, who would give us the most gold? Right there, we can take 6 turns. Trade routes are great because they start building work on roads. They decrease the movement speed necessary to walk through them, which is always great. It's just great to have roads because they'll just help you just plow through them. Alright, I want to start getting on political philosophy, and we need state workforce and early empire. I guess we can start work on state workforce. Yeah, I think that would be good. Let's do early empire, because I think we're going to build we'll get to a population of 6 before we build a specialty district. Many dispute as the actual start of classical era, but you know it won't win the Mali discovered currency. It's actually really great.
Money, if it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you be miserable in comfort.
Here we go. Oh, look. You also gain experience from attacking things. So we just gained experience for our warrior. We're going to move him, then take his promotion. Plus 7 combat strength versus melee and ranged units. Sounds pretty good. Let's take Battle Cry. And it always heals them too. It's always great. Does it? And also, plus to Gathering Storm, everything is named because of the civilization, or city-state in this case. Whichever one founded it first. The Juf desert here was from one of the city-states. I don't know which city-state. I can't really tell you. I think we'll start research on let's get astrology. We need to start getting ourselves a religion. Alright, oh look, road upgrades. Now it takes 1 movement point for roads. So that's nice, we can move faster through roads. First technology on the new era, an unnamed city-state has been... Yep. Next turn. Traders go and making roads, so we can walk through them faster. Nice. Plus we're getting money per turn for that. Let's found a city. Uh-oh.
Anuk dido hamalkot uha
achievement.
umekart chadash makademe shum lekom bishum kinbane kanaan.
Okay, so we met Daito, mother of Carthage. This is another civilization. It's an honor to meet you. Come to see the great Phoenician cities, carry the word of it back to your land and the rest of the world. Love to sample it. Rika. We boosted because we got the boosts for, we gained this. And look, there's Daito of Carthage, of the Phoenician Empire. Up there, that's how we found her. From gaining suzerain to the city-state. Once you get suzerainship, you get a unique bonus, and you get all sight of the city-state. So she's up there. Daito has the unique ability to move her capital, which is really interesting. We should send her a delegation. She does not want our delegation. That's not good. Also, unique districts only take like way less production, so to build them. Let's see, what do we want? A builder? Could we buy a builder? 140 gold. Which we'll get here pretty soon, actually. So I think we'll start working on the Saguba here. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna build it over here next to the water. How about that? Let's see, the warrior over here. Oh look, we got
In the
ice.
sea, and in the midst of this solitude, rises a great somber street. A street for no human footsteps. None ever pass through there. No ship ever ventures in.
Laef's Jord. Naval units that enter adjacent plots are granted their next promotion. Ooh, that sounds nice. So if we get any naval units, we can bring them next to here and get their promotion. That's really nice. Alright, it'll take us 7 turns to work on that. And I think I'm going to put a cut in here. So, next time on Civilization 6, I think we'll finish our Saguba and start founding another city. But until then, it's been great having you watch this, and it's been Paper Yoshi. Gonna see you guys next time for more Civilization 6 Gathering Storm.